Today we'll explore the old adage that interviewing is an art form and that practice makes progress. By now you would have found that the number of interviews you need to attend differs from company to company. Some companies are able to make a decision after the first interview, and some have successive rounds with lots of layers such as technical assessments, psychometric assessments, etc. And that they need to do before they can reach a hiring decision. Don't get discouraged by the number of interviews that you need to attend. Instead, be encouraged that you've made it through successive rounds. It is a good thing. It deserves celebrating and brings you one step closer to landing your next opportunity. Companies have difficult decisions to make, so the fact that they've got a couple of rounds of interviews is to put you in a position that you are ready for and equipped for. Or you may not have made it to the next round, and this is not something to be disgruntled about either, or to lament. It may not have been the right opportunity for you. The interview process in itself is company determining if you're right fit, and you deciding if the company is a right fit for you. And the whole process, end to end, gives you clues and signs into that, and you pick up valuable skills along the way with each of the interviews that you attend. So what types of interviews are there? It's very important to be aware of what the interview has been designed to achieve. Ask your recruiter or HR contact what the purpose of an interview is. Is the interview an overview of the opportunity and client culture or company culture, combined with your career history and your background? Conversely, is the first discussion a technical interview with a panel of people interviewing you? And yes, there is a difference between a one-on-one discussion and a panel interview, and the preparation is slightly different. A good recruiter is going to know what the purpose of your interview is going to be. They're going to help you prepare and help you put your best foot forward. Granted, there will be scenarios that you cannot prepare for, and that tells you a story about the culture of the company. It's fast-paced, it's fast-changing, they have new ideas, expect you to think on your feet, and if you don't do well in the interview, this might not be the right environment for you. And don't be disgruntled if you feel like you didn't perform well. A high-pressured environment that's constantly changing is not for you. Also, a quiet environment where things are at a very slow pace may leave you feeling bored. There's method to the madness. The structure of an interview tells you exactly what the company is looking for, and if it's not clear by the end of your interview, you have a couple of questions you can ask at the end of your interview. What also makes an interview difficult is you usually have only a limited amount of time to explain and explore your entire career history. So that's where the preparation comes in. When you go through a CV, pick up a highlights reel. So select those things that you've done and achieved, or interesting projects you've worked on, amazing technologies you've had exposure to. Maybe you've worked on a few projects into the rest of Africa on a global scale. Make sure that those key points get driven home when you have your discussion. You only have a limited time to get this right. So what to look out for when interviewing? Interviews in themselves are difficult on both sides. The company only has a couple of hours with you, and within that limited time frame, they need to make an informed decision. They need to arrive at a concrete yes or no decision, and it's very, very little time frame for them to do this in. It's important for them to find the right fit, but it is as much about you interviewing the company as it is about them interviewing you. You can do a fair amount of research on the company by exploring their website, and during your discussion you can ask a couple of key questions as well. But a good recruiter is going to know what your career goals are long term. They're going to put you in front of the right people at the right time, and they're going to make it happen for you. So back to the old adage that there's no such thing as a wasted interview. It is true. Every interview is an opportunity for you to either get the position, help you make a decision about if this is right for you or not, or help you practice your interviewing skills. Now, final thoughts on interviewing and why it's necessary. Interviewing is an art form, and it does get better with practice. Practice makes progress, and each interview is getting you one step closer to landing your next great job.